Hey guys, I have been wanting to do this video for a while, but I was waiting until I thought I could do it without crying, and we'll see if I can. Today I have Blue, our Quaker parrot, with me. I don't have Emerald because I lost Emerald. If you watch my channel, thank you for watching. I love my viewers. Make sure to give me one of these. Emerald was our Hahn Macaw. Emerald was surrendered to us at this point, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. She was like 18-ish, maybe 17, something like that. And in the fall, she caught a disease and took her to the vet. It has no cure. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have over 20 species of parrots. I love my parrots. My parrots are my bliss. They make me very happy. Being so colorful and so chatty, that's kind of what I feel like they bring to my life, like color, vibrancy. I just think that they are faboo. I love learning about parrots. I love sharing about my parrots. And so today I do want to share with you about Emerald because she's my only experience with the Hahn Macaw, and she was just fabulous. If I didn't have such a full flock, I would be in the market for a new Hahn Macaw. But you know, Emerald was Emerald, and you know, I don't know if I would get another Emerald or if the Hahn Macaw would be different. She seemed typical from what people shared with me about their Hahn Macaws. And so I think what I want to tell you is, number one, it was an infectious disease, which means it had no cure. Number two, why was she such a fabulous bird? First of all, she was bigger than Blue, but she was about 150 grams, which kind of puts her size-wise in more of a conure category. Like a lot of conures are that size. That would be bigger than a green cheek conure. Maybe about the same size as like a blue-headed conure, but I'm not sure because I don't know what they weigh. But about that kind of size. And she was the smallest of the macaws. So it's kind of phenomenal to have a macaw in this little package that talks and that's easy to take care of, because in that little package the poops are much smaller than my macaw, whose package is, you know. And it also means that when Emerald was being loud, it wasn't like when my macaw was loud. When my macaw is loud, there's an earthquake in Ecuador. Not really, but you know, she's the sound difference is quite significant. Emerald, she had grown up in a home where she was the only bird. There weren't any other animals, so she didn't know how to relate with other animals or birds, but she liked being around the other birds. It was obvious that she felt comfortable and at home in our flock, and she adored us. She loved flying onto my shoulder, and she, you know, when she first came, she bit a few times because she was nervous and scared, but after that she didn't bite. She'd go night, night, night. She was just awesome. If you're looking for a parrot, Hahn Macaws, it seems like they are $2,000-$3,000. It's not an inexpensive bird by any means, but it's an awesome bird. Less expensive than the bigger macaws, and just awesome. Kind of like Blue, very affectionate. You have to have a lot of time for them, or I think if I was getting a Hahn Macaw, I would get two, which means I'd have to first rob a bank, but you know, I would get two because then they keep each other company when you're not there, which means you're not going to get the lonely plucking, the lonely screaming. You're going to get two happy birds who I think are still going to bond with you. That's my experience with almost all of my parrots. As long as we spend time with them, they seem to bond with us, even though all of my parrots, or just about all of them, Blue's an exception, have a mate. I am a strong believer in that, and that really seems to help them. And so even though Emerald didn't have a mate per se, she was happy, and I think it's just because she had a flock. Now, it's like she had already gone through that lonely stage, and so I wouldn't put that through a bird. I would get two Hahn Macaws. And Emerald, when we went on vacation for 3 nights in September, and she was just devastated when we got home, but she was sick. And I didn't realize she was sick. She was devastated because she just missed us so much. And so not having a bird, all of her emotional well-being and her connection was wrapped up in us, which is very hard on a parrot. And so when you have two, it's a lot easier on them. If anything happens to you, or if your circumstances change, you get a different job, you have to move out of the country, You know, having two means that they don't lose their whole flock, because if you're 100% of their flock, that's, you know, all of their eggs are in the basket of you. So that's why you don't see Emerald anymore. I do miss her horrifically. Like I said, I had to wait. I've waited several months to talk about her so that you could understand me. Because if I was crying, you would not be able to understand anything I was saying. I'd be like all blubbery, which I did quite a bit with her. All right, this is a wrap. I'm announcing in my videos right now that I'm working on a birdie cookbook. I need to make my website page. It will be at parrotbliss.com/cookbook. Submit your favorite recipe. It can be for fresh vegetables in the morning. It can be for like a Nutriberry kind, your version. At which point, if your name is Jack, you could call it a Jackberry. If your name is Blue, you could call it a Blueberry. Because if it's your recipe, you know, you can name it. If it's not your recipe, please cite the source. We don't want to plagiarize. And unless you don't want your name on there, give me your name and up to 10 characters for your website or whatever you'd like to credit. I'm really looking forward to creating my Parrot Bliss cookbook for all of you to be able to buy if you like. I never mark my prices up real high. There's the cost of printing, that kind of thing. But I want it to be something that anyone can get for their bird if they want. I'm very excited about it. That's a wrap. If you want to see my other books and such, keep watching.